During a routine training session, the Black Panther made a fatal mistake. He lost control of his strength and accidentally tore off the Anteater's arm. The sudden, bloody scene sent the area into chaos. The Vulture instructor immediately gave the order for all carnivores to step back, trying to keep the situation from spiraling further out of control. At that moment, the Black Panther was overwhelmed by panic like never before. He knew all too well that at this school, any carnivore who harmed a herbivore would be completely ostracized. He tried to explain to his classmates that it was an accident, but fear had already taken hold. The herbivores backed away one after another, unwilling to come anywhere near him. As the standoff continued, the Vulture prepared to send the injured Anteater to the infirmary, but the Anteater was emotionally unstable, and flatly refused to let any carnivore touch him. Just when everyone was at a loss, the Anteater suddenly spoke up. He said he would only trust Legoshur. The choice caught Legoshur off guard, but he didn't hesitate. He stepped forward and lifted the Anteater into his arms. Legoshur then added that someone also needed to take the severed arm along. Those words alone plunged everyone present into silence. Legoshur was about to handle it himself, when, at that very moment, Riz suddenly stepped forward. The situation was quickly dealt with in the infirmary, but the Black Panther remained where he was, completely breaking down. He never meant to hurt anyone, but under this system of rules, the outcome was already decided. What awaited him was nothing but expulsion. Not long after, Legoshur and Riz came out of the infirmary. Riz tried to hand Legoshur a handkerchief, so he could wipe the blood off his body, but at that exact moment, Legoshur directly exposed Riz's true identity. With his cover blown, Riz stopped pretending, and openly confessed to his crimes on the spot. The revelation left Legoshur utterly stunned. Immediately afterward, Riz began to display his strength without restraint. A violent confrontation was on the verge of breaking out. Just as the two were about to clash head-on, a large sheep suddenly appeared. His arrival froze both Legoshur and Riz in place. Clearly, he had heard the entire conversation. Though also a herbivore, the sheep was unusually calm. The three of them later went to the cafeteria to talk. The sheep made it clear that he had no intention of turning the truth over to the police. That stance sent Riz into a fury. He even developed a desire to kill, but the sheep remained composed, because he understood perfectly well that if Riz dared to make a move, the police would immediately shut down the school club, and all of Riz's crimes would be completely exposed. After saying this, the sheep left calmly. Riz, however, was utterly enraged, unable to accept that a herbivore would dare to act so dominant. That night, Riz returned to his dorm, but still couldn't fall asleep. Ever since the day he killed Tem, this pain had never stopped tormenting him. Late at night, the only thing he could rely on was the honey in the refrigerator to barely numb his inner anguish. In everyone's eyes, Riz was a gentle and kind brown bear, but the real him had only ever been seen by the deceased Tem. Before long, the school officially announced that the Black Panther had been expelled due to the accident. The students felt regret, but there was nothing they could do. Legoshur had thought that Riz would at least feel some sympathy. Instead, Riz coldly replied that hurting a classmate meant getting exactly what he deserved. Those words completely ignited Legoshi's anger. Just as he was about to strike, the sheep stepped in once again to stop him, because starting a conflict now would only make things worse. More importantly, Riz was already accustomed to hiding behind a facade. Facing him head-on at this moment, Legoshur would only end up getting